welcome back to Tracas of Crisia. Last time you engaged in your beast with your beast. Combat started. Attacks happened both ways. Most notably, Astra got himself down, so he's currently at minus negative 10 HP at the moment, unconscious and on the floor. But he did manage to get a axe that was lodged in the creature out, which seemed to have hurt it quite considerably, which is being dropped near his feet, or kind of near Thordas' feet at the moment. You haven't technically bloodied the creature yet. It's obviously got a lot of blood marks on it, but it's not technically bloodied. So we pretty much carry on in combat. So we left it on Sebastian's turn, so we're actually back at the top of the round on round 4. It's Sebastian's turn, so obviously Arthur's not here yet, so what do you want to have Arthur do? What does Sebastian do?
I don't know why, I could just imagine Sebastian going, I am about to hit you with my poisonous flow, and then just does poison spray.
Nice. Okay. What
So DC 15.
No, guys, we know what he's going to actually do.
Yeah. What would he do? You guys know probably know more than me.
He would have seen Astra go down, and he probably very likely would have wanted to heal Astra.
He doesn't have the spells.
However, he's not a healer.
He's got the potions.
There's a healer 2 feet away from you.
He's got.
Yeah.
We discussed this last session.
Yeah, he's got a potion of healing. He's got 2 potions of healing.
Can I yell at him not to waste his steps?
Yeah, be good.
Don't waste your steps, boy.
It'll be having to run through him, getting him into danger.
Yeah, it'd be very much in the firing range.
He keeps putting himself in harm's way, and he's just a little baby. It is going
He
to
will
end
die.
badly for him.
Yeah, he'll probably die to one attack.
Mhm.
I'll be honest. But yeah. But no, I'm happy with either. What you want to do? Go poison spray. Go healing. I mean, Agata's turn. Yeah, Agata's turn is next before the creature. So.
Oh, or I suppose I can heal you for 10, so that would just get you to 0 HP and you'd still be down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you really want to get up, then yes. Sure.
Yeah.
Get Sebastian killed.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? He comes
feels
back.
good.
Oh, sorry, Arthur. Your character's dead.
Yeah, I'm trying to reflect based on Arthur's wishes.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
But I mean, you could. Let's be real. Also, this creature's going to likely have a good con save.
Yeah.
So actually, probably a lower wisdom. So even though Vicious Mockery is less damage, it's probably more likely to do so.
We don't allow
Plus,
throwing
it will give a
potions in this,
disadvantage
do we?
on the next attack.
We don't allow throwing potions, do we? No Baldur's Gate.
Nope. So, let's be safe. As Arthur's not here, let's just talk shit to it.
Yeah. And criticize.
Yeah, can
Yes.
you give it disadvantage?
Technically,
If
it's
this succeeds.
still veined, isn't it? So
Yes.
I need to get the D4 out. Well, that definitely hits. That was a 2.
Okay.
So
3. There we go.
Three.
Funny enough.
As well. Yeah. And yeah, so they a disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
okay. Gotcha.
And then he'll probably use the bardic. Would he use the bardic?
Has he got
Possibly.
any?
He's got
He's
one
got
left.
one.
Astra's next.
So who would he use it on? Because Thordas has got one, right? Or has Thordas not got it?
No, Thordas used his on his will save.
Okay, probably end up giving it to Thordas then, I imagine.
Probably, yeah.
He'll probably say something like, Thordas, you have the arms of a mighty gorilla. I know I used that one already, but pick up that axe and swing it.
It's when is he a pirate?
When I'm playing him. So yes, he would use his last bardic D6 for Thordas.
Okay. So next is Agata.
Yeah, okay. So I was going to lay on hands you, Matt, but I realised that I've got a better chance of actually getting you up by burning my last spell slot and using Cure Wounds. So we're going to try our best.
Okey-dokey.
So, Flavor. Agata kneels down close to close to Astra and puts a thumb on Astra's chin and yanks Astra's mouth open. She says, "Here when this happens." I cast Spit Salve, which is my version of Cure Wounds, straight into Astra's mouth.
I don't want to get healed by you.
Is 10 points of healing exactly. So
I'm not getting healed by you.
Then die. So
Yeah, I will.
You're brought to 0 hit points. Luckily, I still have my bonus action, so I'll use my Lay on Hands heal, which is Spit Shine, not Spit Salve. That one I can just and sort of rub it around on your face. How much do you want? Because I can restore a total of 10 HP. Should I use
give
all
me
of
5.
it? Yeah, I think 5 and then keep 5 in the tank, yeah?
Whatever subclass you were gonna get, you're an Oathbreaker now.
My powers come from mysterious places, man. I don't understand it either. You don't have to. And then 6 seconds, right? So you're conscious again. Astra's eyes flare open. Okay, 6 seconds of speech.
You hear like a startup sound.
All right.
Ba-dum.
Anyway, so listen, pup. Next time you want to be a hero, consult someone who can take a hit first. She stands up before you have a chance to respond.
And because that's obviously a touch, isn't it? So you're gonna have to be
Yes.
next to Astra for that to happen.
And then nothing with the axe because I'm out of actions, and that's it.
Yep.
Oh, do I roll
Right.
to get frightened off me?
Yes.
What's that? Wisdom or something?
Wisdom, I believe. Yes.
Still scared.
At the end of your turn, the creature will see that you've healed, and gotten Astra back up, and will attack you.
Me.
Yes, you.
Oh, boy.
18, I think you got to beat. 18 indeed.
Yeah. Oh, it's disadvantage, isn't it? Actually, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. On this attack.
So what was the first? What was the one I had? That one. Okay. I think it misses you though.
And
So-
Bane.
And Bane. I got a 4 on the Bane, so I don't think this is going to hit you. 15 minus the 4, 11, so that won't hit you. But it is its turn, which I think it's going to keep going for you. Actually, no, it'll do one attack to Thordas. Why not? Because
Yay! Doing my job!
yeah.
He has advantage because I used Reckless.
Okay. No, I don't think that's a hit. That's 15.
Misses.
And then you'll do the other one on Agata. God, hit will you? Natural 20.
Oh no.
You
I don't
love to
believe
see it.
I don't believe you.
You don't believe me?
Victor, it didn't happen.
Oh, the
I'm not going
worst.
to move my. I'm not going to move my camera. Right.
Why can't I take that crit? No.
Yeah.
Very funny if I'm talking shit to Astra and then immediately get my get
Look,
killed.
there is the
It's alright.
saying,
I've got heals, so I can, I've got healing
talk shit,
spells.
you get hit.
I can send you some thoughts and prayers, or I can wipe it down instead. And then,
yeah.
Right. So you take.
We're gonna regret not
Bane.
giving you all 10.
So well you've got the resistant to cold, haven't you? So.
Yep.
18 bludgeoning damage.
80. Okay.
Yep. Now for cold damage, so this will get halved.
Dead.
Oh, actually no. Sorry. No, I'm completely mistaken because I'm not hitting you with that attack. I'm hitting you with a talon, so this is actually a lot less.
Oh, thank you.
That's good.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this one's nice. You're fine.
That's
4,
bad.
8 damage, 8 slashing damage.
8 damn. Phew.
Yeah, nothing. It's
Nothing.
not-
Don't
Yeah.
talk shit.
All right.
Don't
it's all
you
right.
fucking talk shit.
Nothing.
So you're
Yeah.
down again.
He went for the slash and it got you right on
Baited.
your back, but
Fainted
didn't
with
quite
the wing.
realize. Yeah, didn't quite realize you had the metal armor underneath the jacket.
Yes, the shield sticks its tongue out at him.
Yes. Astra, it is your turn. You are prone and bloodied
But
well,
alive.
and alive though. Yes.
This is not good for my complexion. They will get up, and they've still got the axe in place, so they might as well just chuck it at the creature. So it's easier for Thordas to get it. Well,
Okay. Are you going to aim to where you're going to throw it, or are you just going to chuck it wherever?
Aim. It's gonna be near Thordas, so like lower half, like legs.
Legs. All right, we'll go for legs.
So that Thordas can
Yep.
still reach it.
Go on then. Let's roll to throw.
So this is an 18 total.
Nice. That is a hit.
Nice.
So,
So that's
roll me damage.
that's a d6. So that is a 6 total.
You stick this thing into its leg and it goes right into its thigh there, and it really gets dug in deep in there. It's probably deeper than it was when you pulled it out to begin with. You're
Nice.
stronger than the farmer, but yeah, it very much doesn't like that. It doesn't even have any issues going into it.
Thordas,
And
use the axe.
The yeah. And the creature is now bloodied
A
as well.
Nice.
They will. Astra will thoughts and prayers themselves.
Okay.
Healing word. If you didn't know, just to get some more heals, which is it's just for 9, so I get 9 more healing.
All right, so I've got you on
14.
14.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm assuming you're going to stand up.
Yeah.
In all of that, so that's fine. So you are actually not bloodied anymore, which is also handy. Right, Thordas, it is your turn. Now you've got, because it was already on its knees, you've got the axe kind of embedded in one of its thighs. You could obviously reach that quite easily if you wanted to, without really much of an issue.
Thordas is grabbing that and just pulling that fucker out.
Okay. Yeah, you can. I mean, you'll get that out without much of a problem.
Now, is that an action or a bonus action to get it out?
To get it out, I mean, if I was going to say you in the same action, you're kind of like, like how you just sort of go back and swing, because of the nature of the it, kind of going in and out pretty easily with this axe, and obviously you being so strong, I would kind of be okay for it to be like you're pulling it out and then just hammering it back in, kind of thing, in one
Fuck yeah! Oh yeah!
one fell swoop.
And then I'm going again. I'm going all out. I'm going reckless on this. 17.
Yep, that's a hit. Let's see.
10 points of damage.
10 damage. Wow.
Mhm.
You actually manage to sever its lower leg. It's this leg here. You pretty much go into the wound that it came out of.
Yep.
And you hit it with such force. You just go clean through the leg, and whole leg from here down.
Who the fuck wants chicken wings?
It is obviously, as you can imagine, not happy, and it is going to. Is that your turn?
That's my turn. Fucking come at me, bitch.
It is definitely 100% going to attack you.
Is it off
at the end of
balance?
that.
Is it
Well, it
lighter
was all-
now
it-
though? Can it fly in again now?
Well, no, it's not going to It's not going to counter out the 3 bonuses it's got on him. Bonus on it, it's got on him. It's not off balance either because it's like grounded anyway. So
He was on one knee. You're right.
yeah, it's kind of like on the stub of that knee is what's keeping him up.
Okay.
Okay. Whoa, you're so lucky. Rolled a 19. All right. Right. So that's going to hit you, I think, even with
Yeah.
without that. So his bonus to hit is more than the 4 anyway. So
Mhm.
going to resist all of this.
Yep.
So that's 14 damage. So which you'll take down to 7, and that's all it can do on its legendary action. Right. Hrugguhl, your turn.
He's going to sigh and then move forward. Can I borrow that? Is it in your hand at the moment?
It's still in my hand. It's gonna be hard to try and take it away from him.
But if you
should
really,
have probably, I would advise maybe not taking the weapon from the raging barbarian.
yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I take a step forward, say it, look at him, and decide. Nah.
He just turns to look at me. The blood from the foot is just coming over his face, so you just
Yeah.
see the blood just coming down on
Yeah,
me.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
because
man,
it
it's
would
fun.
literally pretty much sprayed all over him. The Thordas is now covered in blood and mud, and his usual layer of mud and dirt, and yeah, it's not a pretty sight right now.
Yeah, I'll draw my short sword and take a swing with that.
Okay, yep, roll to hit.
16 hit. Sorry, no, 18.
Yes, that does hit.
So that's 8 slashing damage and 3
Force.
and 3 force damage. And then I'll take another swing with my dagger.
Yep.
Which is going to probably miss at 10.
Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Fair. And then it just slings back to me.
Nice. Very good. We're on Sebastian's turn. Again, top of the round. So he's got no bardic inspiration, no slots. So I guess it's back to
The
the
vicious. No, the vicious mockery.
Vicious mockery, so he gets the wisdom save. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, no, that's like a 9, so he'll take that.
That's 5.
Back to Agata.
Aggie. Vicious Mockery worked, so does he already have disadvantage on its next attack roll before the start of your next turn?
I imagine so, yeah.
So if I sap him, that's ineffective. There's no point in that, right?
Well, sap just reduces their speed, right? But this thing's
No,
speed
sap.
is 0 anyway.
Sap gives disadvantage.
Oh, does it? Yeah, there's no point. He already,
No point
already
because
has
it
it.
doesn't stack, yeah?
No, it doesn't stack.
Then I would just swing with my longsword unless anyone needs lay on hands. That's all I've got left.
Everyone else is doing alright.
Realize I could just check the
I
tracker.
think-
Everyone's good. Yeah, we'll swing.
Okay.
That's a 9, so a miss.
No, yeah.
That's my turn.
Okie dokie. Right. Back onto it. Right.
Oh,
I mean,
sorry,
I can't
bonus
see-
action. I'll try and get him to hit me, right? No, I won't.
Maybe we could get out of that frightened.
Right.
Mm. Yeah, sorry,
Okay.
frightened roll.
Oh, yeah, right, wrong.
Thank you for the reminder. 14. Has that done it?
Oh, that's it. That's it. You're not frightened anymore.
Because I didn't roll my
Yay.
attack with disadvantage anyway. So just
Right.
trying to double check if I can defend you with a reaction or something. My bonus. I don't think so.
Well, you got a shield, haven't you, or something? But that doesn't.
Yeah, but I don't have protection.
Fair enough. Okay, Thordas, you are definitely the
Yep.
the focus of this thing's hatred right now.
All this is coming at me with advantage. Come on. Do it. Do it.
First one's disadvantage, so it's a straight roll.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, that's fine. 23. That's a hit.
Yep.
17 damage.
Then
So,
halved to 8.
8. You're bloodied. I've got you on 9 HP.
I'm on 10.
You're on 10. Okay.
So yes, I'm bloodied.
You're still bloodied, yeah. Alright. Alright, and then he's going to attack you with the second attack.
Hmm. And that one is with the advantage.
Actually, yeah, all the advantage. Okay, that wasn't better.
And the Bane.
Yeah, that shouldn't make a difference. 15 plus 7. Yeah, no, you're fine. It will hit you.
Okay. I am going to a stone endurance this one.
Yep. Oh, that was probably a good thing you did. 11, 15,
Oh, dear.
15 damage. So
Okay,
14,
so I only
7.
take 3 because I rolled 8 plus 4 makes it 12.
So you take off 3 then, yeah. So you're on
Yep.
7.
7.
Rolled a 5 and a 6 on that. On those 2d6s. So that was yeah, very nice. Astra.
Well, I'll send some thoughts and prayers to Thordas. Just to get them going.
You can kind of see that it is still like frantically trying to fly away, but it is not. It is just not going anywhere. Your bolus are just weighing this thing down. Even though you've severed its leg, the bolus has not come off it.
So that's 7.
7 healing.
7 healing
Perfect.
with Thordas.
Still bloodied, but at least you're on 14 now. Good.
Yes.
Alright then. Thordas.
Keep on swinging
Yeah. Let's see if
with
you
that
can
advantage.
see how this goes.
26.
That's it. That's a hit. I don't think this thing is gonna survive much longer.
Max damage of 13.
13 damage.
Yeah.
I'll say you sever the other leg. Why not? Let's go there. You sever-
And as a bonus action, I am going to drink a healing potion.
Okay. Yep.
2d4 plus 2. Oh my god, 10! I've rolled max!
So
Wow. So
we
you're
do
not-
know that this thing still has a legendary action left, but like, if we are this close to killing it, would it be worth trying to incapacitate it and removing the mask and seeing what happens, just from a research perspective? What do we think? Because we're kind of sitting pretty.
You get this thing on the ropes for sure.
And I've still got 5 healing in the tank. We've got a couple potions, right?
Yeah, we can try. Sebastian's
I've
go
got-
first though.
One more slot as well for healing as well.
Does anyone have sleep? Probably not, right?
No.
Sleep also sleeps in lowest health order. So
you
if
put
any,
yourself-
so you're more likely to put my Sebastian to sleep
Oh, I
first
see. Right, yes.
before this
Of course,
creature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how we would incapacitate it, but something to think about.
Yeah. Right. I mean, obviously, it's going to use its legendary actions to attack Thordas.
Mhm.
After that, that's an unnatural 20, so that's a hit. 9 slashing damage.
After 4.
Right.
Yeah.
That's Thordas' turn. Hrugguhl.
Go on then. In that case, let's try. I punch down both hands on the ground, and as I raise them, roots try and clasp up at this creature from below. As I cast Entangle, strength saving throw. It's 14, so it's probably going to beat it, but
There not a size restriction to that?
no, I checked.
Wow.
And Bane, right? Bane works for this?
Yeah, Bane's like
Yes.
on saves and everything. Yeah. So what is it? I'm rolling.
Strength save, so it's probably going to be good.
18.
Yeah, no, it beats me. It thrashes and destroys the roots.
Yeah, I mean, with all the sort of frantic of its moving its wings around and it's slashing furiously, it just like tears through it.
We don't have any
Um,
boulders left, do we?
Yeah, you got quite a few.
We've
haven't
got
you?
tons of bows.
If we
We've
just-
still got another
if we
5.
just keep smacking bowlers at it, it'll eventually not be able to move, right?
Eventually, I mean, you only put enough on it so it couldn't it couldn't fly away or move, in a direction. But it can still, if you put boluses around both its arms, yeah, you probably could stop this.
I mean, I guess actually thinking about it, we could also try and knock it out, kill it to incapacitate.
Yeah, you
Yeah, we
could.
can use non-lethal damage, but that won't work with magic, right? I don't know if we have any
No,
people with
doesn't work
magic
with magic,
left in
no.
the tank, to be honest.
Also, bearing in mind,
Sebastian
it'd
might
be
insult
quite.
it to death.
It's also probably be quite hard to incapacitate it with the thing that it's weak to. So I wouldn't suggest. I don't think you could really realistically incapacitate it with the axe.
Or you can hit it with the flat of the axe, or bonk it.
You could. I would probably still make it deal damage. It probably just
Oh,
wouldn't
okay.
deal double damage.
For what it's worth, the region that it's standing on and a bit behind it is now difficult terrain.
Okay. Yeah, no one's there anyway, so you're alright for the moment.
Yeah,
So is that your turn, Hrugguhl?
yeah, that's my turn.
Right, back to Sebastian. I suppose we're going to go for another thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it ain't broke.
Ah, exactly.
The disadvantage is very helpful.
Yeah. 19? 19.
Beats it.
Nice. Nice.
Nothing happens then.
Alright, Agata.
Okay, I'm gonna hope that won't kill him one. Can't grapple it. That would be funny. I'm gonna swing.
Okay.
Nice. 23 total. That's definitely a hit.
A hit. Yeah.
So with my, let me check. I've got a free divine smite, but I don't know if I cast that after. I don't know when I decide to use that. One bonus action which you take immediately after hitting a target with a melee weapon or an armed
There you go.
strike. Agata wouldn't
So,
care
yeah,
that
I
much,
get it.
so yes, we are using divine smite. So.
Yep.
That is.
That's handy. So you don't waste divine smites anymore. You know that you.
That's
you know-
8 damage from my longsword. That would be specified to be non-lethal.
Did we say that if it still deals the damage, but it just doesn't kill them, right? That's what we said for.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the damage, the following damage is going to be lethal because it's radiant.
Yeah. So
I also
that's
get to sap it, so the creature has disadvantage on its next attack roll for the start of my next turn.
Yep. fine. What's the
And,
radiant damage?
The radiant damage from my staggering pirouette is 12 damage. Sort of almost falls over, steps and slips on like a snail or something.
Yeah.
And
You find that your
plunges the sword
divine
further in.
No, that's fair. You find your divine smite's probably not as effective as it should be.
Good. We like that.
Ooh.
It's a mute. It's got resistance to
I
radiant.
didn't want to
Shit.
pulverize it. Good.
Its turn. God, who is it gonna attack? I can't see it doing anything other than attack Thordas. At this rate. Whether he actually is able to do it, but he's not really thinking straight, you know. At this point, it's more frantic, animalistic malarkey going on. 18 to hit, which I think is fine.
It's
15 damage.
15 halved to 7.
7. Man, yep. So you're bloodied again.
Yep.
It's going to go for you again. I think that one's a hit as well. Ooh, 14 for that. 14 slashing.
Half to 7.
Ooh. Oh, half, thank goodness.
Yep. So you're on 6 health. So it's getting there. It's getting there. Working
Yep.
its way. Alright, Astra.
Alright, we'll do this again. We'll send. I'll use. So they'll use their owl to do. Actually, there's no point. I might as well just wipe you down and do some cure wounds while I'm there.
There's a lot to wipe down. You'd be there for a while.
Hey! It's just wipe it down. I didn't say how good it is.
Yep.
It's 18.
Ooh, that's a good heal. That's a very good
Yes.
heal.
Back up to where I was 24.
Wow. Right, I think. Will he attack? Oh, I don't know. Will he attack you for that? He might do. I think he will do. He's going to attack you for that.
Rude.
How dare you? I'm trying to. Can you not see what I'm trying to do here? You know?
Exactly.
Right. I think that might not have worked anyways. Because I think even without the Bane, that's like a 13. So, which I don't think hits you.
No, it does not.
So it misses. It tries to swipe at you, but it's struggling to kind of get that extra reach with its.
That's
knowing
a lot of
balance.
blood loss coming out of his legs.
It is a lot. It's definitely getting woozy. That's for sure. So Thordas, I think I'm gonna say is whether this thing lives or dies is going to be based on what your turn is.
Okay. Well, Thordas is going for the kill. Even though he hasn't been told specifically to try and keep this thing alive now, so he is going for the
I don't
kill.
know who would tell you not to either. It feels like maybe
No.
a Sebastian thing. Agata's not really thinking about it in the
I
moment.
don't think Sebastian would either, because you guys had a pretty like.
No, so it was the
Solid
It
agreement
was
at
the
the start.
It
children.
was the children.
Yeah,
with
Yeah,
the
we
children.
discussed
Thordas
this.
promised to keep the children alive because I know people have started to try to do non-lethal damage, but Thordas, no.
Yeah,
he's go-
It
he's
was
go-
our discussion only revolved around the children,
Yeah.
and it was
Yeah.
we don't even know if we could take the mask off,
Yeah.
so we weren't going to risk it.
So yep, I'm again reckless.
Yep. That's it. Let's see.
23.
The hit. Yep. That's a hit. Right.
11 points of damage.
Oh. This thing is on serious last
No
its
way.
legs. It is like it's actually gotten to the point where it's actually had to hunch over and actually lean on its hands. It's actually kind of arched over you, Thordas. Blood is dripping from the body onto you. You're kind of in this sort of blood shower
Loving it.
at the moment.
Yeah.
At the moment.
This is something I
So-
wish I could just go for. Right in the
Yeah.
gut. I wish I could
I
do
mean,
that, but I
yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You certainly could. Sorry. Yeah.
But yeah, I've already attacked. That's my turn. I ain't moving.
Right.
Hrugguhl,
Thordas.
finish the fucking thing.
Go on, Hugh.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take a genius hunter to know this thing's about to die.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for non-lethal, knocking it out,
Okay.
swiping it with my short sword.
I can tell you, out of character, the thing's gonna be dead. I'm gonna thought this is killing it.
There's a problem you've got though. You've got Hunter's Mark.
No, I don't. I lost it when I swapped to the entangle
It's concentration.
because they could both. Yeah, the entangle was concentration.
Fine.
Good to know.
I'll take that off. Good to know.
No, I did. I thought that.
Okay, that's fine.
16.
Oh, that's a hit, yeah.
Uh,
You could not do it. So
That's 8.
yeah. So you you are, if you're going non-lethal, you are able to knock it out.
Yeah.
So basically, it goes unconscious and prone, which is slightly awkward because of where he was. So
I'm gonna get
Thordas,
crushed.
Thordas is now underneath the gargantuan creature.
Good thing it's Thordas.
He's gonna
I'm expecting
True.
Thordas to just come up and stand.
True. However, I
Oh,
would.
please.
There's only probably so much Thordas can take, but yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, Thordas's actions and stuff.
So we're out of combat,
So-
right?
With that, I'm going to say you're out of combat.
Nice.
Yeah, you've got this creature. It is, yeah, pretty much just sprawled out. It just fell on top of Thordas. Thordas, you can probably see his arms and, you know, whatever, dangling from underneath it. So I assume Thordas is probably spend his actions kind of.
Yeah, we'll help him out.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
go
we'll
in
help
each.
Oh, okay.
Does anybody look bloodied?
Bloodied? No.
I think the issue is, I think Thordas is still going to be so pissed that he will. I know you guys want to do a killer, but Thordas is still mad.
No,
He
that's fair,
will
that's
try
fair.
and swing
Right.
at it and just
Can
keep on
we-
swinging.
Can we stop him? Can we try?
Or
Don't
stop.
know.
It's over. It's over.
Yeah,
Stop.
I mean physically. I'm
Not
sure-
really, no. I mean, because
No, we can't
he's
physically
right
stop
there.
him.
He's right
He's
there.
right there.
Yeah.
And yeah, as I said, like
Does-
if Agata thought of this, then yes, she would have to drive, but I don't think she'd have the wherewithal to actually go and stop him.
Yeah.
Does Thordis? It's over. It stop.
He's
Does that
already
sway?
dead!
Thordas isn't, after he's out and after getting a few just sort of like hits with the axe, he just sticks the axe in there and just lays back on the ground. It's like, you guys do what you.
Okay, I mean, all right. I mean, the thing is, you have, especially if you're doing it with the axe.
Mm.
Again,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you now, it was on 2 HP.
Yeah, no, Thordas doesn't care.
So,
He's
so
using
Fair
the
enough.
last of his rage.
No.
yeah, so you basically you cleave at this thing, and like as you're cleaving it, because obviously it's not offering, it's gone limp, you know, it's not offering any resistance. You like slice through him like a chicken, you know, like you every time you swipe at it, you're going further and further through his body,
Yeah.
enough that you like splits enough for you to like, you know, get out.
Right.
So unfortunately, it is dead.
I'll go
uh,
examine the mask.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it still attached?
So I'm just looking to see if I
Wait, Agata, don't touch it. Don't touch the mask.
On my way, I'll give Thordis a pat on the chest. Give you the last. Do you want 5 hit points?
Yeah.
You
That'll
earned
give
these,
me a
buddy. You
29.
earned these, buddy.
Okay. Yeah, an extra 5, are you?
Ooh, actually,
swinging.
I'm just gonna give you 3. I'm gonna keep 2 in the tank just in
That's fine.
case.
Are you okay, Astra?
Well, I'll live. That's
Maybe a
the
little
main thing.
Maybe a little bit better. And I place my hands on you, and sort of grass starts to seep into you.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Hands. And you are healed by. Where's my d8? There's my d8. 13.
Nice.
Back up to full.
Back up to full, yeah. Right, Agata, how are you
Uh-huh.
inspecting this mask?
I'm not touching it,
Don't.
so I was just told not to. Thank you. I don't know. I've got a spare shield on me, so maybe I can try and prise it off with my spare shield.
Okay. But you're not gonna. Okay.
I'm not touching it with my hands. No.
Not touching it, but you're not looking. You're not just gonna. You're not gonna
We
inspect
could do
it.
a
or
visual
anything.
inspection first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. What do you want for that?
With a
percep-
helpful subroutine.
I would probably say perception because you're not like feeling around. You're not
Perception.
like. Yeah.
I'll help.
If you want to touch it, I'll give you investigation, but
Nope.
you know.
Perception is an 18, and then on the advantage, 17. So 18, please.
It's-
Oh, is that guidance as well, Matt?
Guidance is
D4.
D4.
Guidance on the 18, 21 total.
So when you're looking at it, you can definitely see that it's starting to it's starting to glow again. So I don't know whether you want to do anything with that.
Starting to what?
I'm not touching
Glow.
it.
Oh.
8,
Starting to glow.
9. Guys.
What?
Agata is not an guys kind of character usually, so something is up.
Yeah.
She won't elaborate. She'll just point.
Oh no! Is it gonna try and find a new host?
Is it gonna teleport away? Should we stab it?
Astra will have their owl pick it up.
Oh, jeez.
It's a fey creature. It might,
Okay, so
unless
I'm
it
gonna
happens, the owl will die.
Yeah. So what? Well, not that's not that's okay. I'm going to say it now. That's not the worst thing that can happen, but
It is
Yeah,
because
it's
I can either I can make the owl disappear or
Okay.
it will die itself.
okay. So it will attach itself, like it will claw onto the mask. Do you want to roll me athletics to see if you can pull it off?
Okay, it's not very strong. That's a 5.
No, it flaps wildly trying to take this thing off, but it doesn't work. You can do something.
I've got some rope with a grapple on it. I'm gonna try and throw it.
Okay.
Yeah, or you could stab one of your daggers into it and pull.
Oh no, I don't want to risk that.
Yeah,
Obviously, the glowing is getting a bit brighter. You know, it's getting brighter as you do this.
it's getting
So,
bright.
so have I managed to grapple onto it?
Roll to attack with, I guess. That's the best way to go about this.
Do I have proficiency? Is it Dex? I'm assuming it's Dex.
Yeah, I don't know if you have proficiency because you're not really practiced with it, right?
Sure,
So probably
16 then.
not. That would attach on, but so it does latch on.
Sure, I'm gonna start pulling. Help me
Okay.
pull.
Okay.
I'll help.
You'll have a helpful subroutine.
Okay.
Thordas.
I will help physically. I'm strong. Come on.
Yeah.
So
I'm happy to give you a collective, like a group athletics check.
Group athletics check. How do we do that? We just all roll it.
Yeah, just all roll it, and I'll take the top half.
Sure.
Oh, wait, let me just see. What do I do with my
Yikes! That's a 10 from me.
powerful build?
You
Mine's a
get double,
15.
but that's just a weight thing. So
Yeah. But no, it also gives me advantage on grapple. On any ability checks, it makes it end a grapple condition. Okay, never mind then.
that's all that.
If I'm pulling, I count as one size larger than
Yeah, I know.
myself.
I'll bear that in mind. Don't worry.
17.
That's a 15 from me and an 8 from Sebastian.
What is this athletics again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, it's an unnatural 20.
Nice.
Wow.
The mask doesn't move.
Okay.
Let's take the head.
Not even budge.
You actually managed to bend the hook.
Okay.
Oh.
We behead
It
the
does
beast.
not-
Behead
it
the
does
beast and
not
bring the head
move.
with us. We don't have to touch it. We get a nice big sack.
So, as you've spent a while doing this,
Yep.
the mask is glowing properly, and obviously you're all looking at this beast. The beast starts to disintegrate.
Right. Where's it disintegrating from? Its extremities, or
It's only just started, so from the tips mostly at the
from
moment.
the tips mostly at the moment. How about the mask and the head? Is
Mask
any
is fine.
disintegration on the head?
That's
So
all, at the moment, that's fine.
we could try and decapitate it as quickly as possible, but also
That would just make it the rest of the disintegration.
wouldn't it?
Uh,
It might just
faster?
then the head might just disintegrate and we'll be left with
Yeah.
the mask.
Let's just step back and let's watch it happen because I don't want to hurt any of us.
Can I try prizing the mask off of the shield?
You can try.
Thordas, can you help me with this?
Yep.
Right.
I mean, you're
so
close by. I don't think it'll be too difficult for you to do that. You know,
Yeah.
it's not really an
do you want
accuracy thing.
athletics for that again.
Yep.
For the helpful subroutine.
That was
Can I take advantage on that? Because Thordas
Yeah.
is helping me.
If you want to do it that way, sure.
Christ. Still ain't great. 12, 1, 13.
No, it doesn't move. I'm just going to say now, luckily your shield is magical. Because otherwise you probably would have suffered the same fate as the hook.
I see. Good. Well, I was using the spare shield that I had in my inventory.
Oh, the spare
so I thought
shield,
that
you
one
snapped
could
the
be
bottom.
broken.
You snapped the bottom of
I'll
that.
delete it. I throw it away.
Yeah.
Wasn't risking the
So-
shield of expression. So
No, that's fair.
Alright,
yeah.
Let's just step back and watch it do its thing.
Yeah.
There's no point risking any of our lives being disintegrated over this.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna work
Agreed.
my way over towards the babies then.
So, as it disintegrates, all that remains is the mask. I don't have
So the parts of the creature that were cut off, have they disintegrated?
Ooh, great question.
Ooh, no, they haven't.
Okay.
May as well take those as
Back
trophies.
on the menu, boys.
Chicken legs. Yeah. But all you are left with is the mask. It sort of lands the front up, but it's not glowing anymore.
We have my
Owl?
owl pick it
Is
up.
it still the size of it fitting the bird, or has it shrunk?
It is now shrunk to the size of a medium creature.
Okay.
Obviously, that would have taken a minute for about that to happen, but it would have started shrinking down to the size of a medium creature.
I have my owl pick it up and see what happens.
Yeah. The owl picks it up. It looks quite easy, actually. Didn't need to do a check for that.
I assume.
I would imagine what
grappling
it's
hook
done is it's kind of like grabbed like the eye hole, like the bit on the eye holes, and just sort of done
Yeah.
that. But yeah,
with
it's
its,
able to
with
pick-
its talons, yeah.
yeah. So it's able to pick that up, lift it into the air. So what do you want to do with it?
And we'll
Put it in my
just
bag?
put it in a bag.
Just put it straight in a bag.
Yeah.
Whose bag is it going in?
Put it in Astra. We've got a bag.
Astra. So your passive perception is 16. You notice as it's sort of falling into the bag, there was some writing on the back of it, but it's
Okay.
gone into your bag.
Yeah, we can take a look at that.
Okay. Okay.
We'll read what it says.
All right. So what I'm gonna do?
We're not touching it.
No.
Just
It's
maneuvering.
perfect. I assume the same. Yeah. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you access to a journal entry. So if you go into journals, you'll see a folder that you should be able to see a folder called masks,
Yep.
Yes.
and you should see one in there that says level 2 mask.
Yep.
Yes.
Click on that, and you'll see what the inside of the mask looks like.
Is that recognizably a language at all?
It's just so funny seeing inside is really big and outside is tiny.
I know. I know. Yeah, I know. Don't worry about that.
Ah,
You can roll history
phenomenal.
if you want to try and figure out if it's a language.
But it's not any language I know, for example.
Okay.
That's a paint special, that is.
12.
Don't recognize it.
Probably like a command doesn't sound. We'll we'll just store it back in the bag and we'll we'll draw it ourselves, so we don't need to look at the mask to.
No, that makes sense.
So
Yeah.
we don't need to look at the mask to. We can say, oh, what
Yeah.
does this mean? In the same, basically, what the inside of the mask looks like.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you've got that now, so you can obviously look at it whenever you want to. But yes.
Yep. Yeah, we've got that as a.
Now, basically, the only thing you've got is these 3 babies. So, Agata, you're basically climbing up, right?
Yeah, scaling the slippery walls towards them.
Yep. No, that's fine. I will say, given enough time, you would eventually get
Yeah,
up there. I'm not going to make you
no
roll
check.
the. Yeah, you'll get there just with time.
Does
but you
anybody
are-
need a spare potion? Sorry.
So, so basically when you get to, let me do this back further down. Yeah. When you get up there, you'll see that this is this where it was, where the babies are, is like a nest.
Mm-hmm. What kind of nest are we talking? Can you describe it to me,
Still,
please?
so it's still like sticks and stuff, because obviously you are still in a forest.
Like logs.
But it's more, like these are more bigger, because obviously it's a fitting gargantuan creature. So like
Is the nest neat, or is it more like a pigeon's nest that's like 2 twigs and
more
a
of a
load
pigeon.
shit?
No, they're more of a pigeon's nest. Yeah,
Ah,
it's like
so
they
this
basically
is
just
shoddy.
dumped
This is a
logs.
shoddy nest.
Yeah. So they basically just dumped logs, probably from
That
nearby,
is interesting.
and it's put it in there.
Usually a nest is made by 2 creatures.
Interesting, isn't it?
We probably shouldn't stay here for too long.
So do you want to? What do you want to do? Do you want to? You can kind of see the sort of top of the creatures from where you are, but obviously you're going to have to then
I
climb.
will stop and listen first. What kind
So
of noises
you're
are they
gonna-
making?
So it's kind of like kind of similar to the squawking noises it makes, but obviously a lot more higher pitched.
Do they sound panicked? Can I roll nature or
Not at the
insight
moment.
or
I
something?
don't think they really. Roll, or you can roll me. Nature. We'll do it actually. Yeah, do
I'd
nature.
rather do insight.
No,
Worth a try, huh? That's 8.
no, you have no idea.
So,
But
so I will climb and just poke my head over the
Okay.
nest. I'm hiding, if anything. I think I'm stealthing.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, roll me. No, it's right. What, you can when you go through there, they've got their sort of backs turned to you because they're kind of going to town on this goat still.
On this goat still. Okay, so they are occupied at least. I've got a pork chop on me. I've got a steak on me. So we can go with that if we get desperate. I think.
So when you look into here,
Yep.
you obviously a whole this place is kind of lined with sort of bones and blood and what have you, but you do notice a like a leather, something long wrapped in leather, something sort of long and thin and it's wrapped in leather, tied with a bit of string.
Long and thin and
It
wrapped
just sort of
in leather.
Yeah, it's almost like it's sort of being discarded to the side of it.
Okay, that's not important.
Okay.
We've got the walkie-talkies, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Excuse the slur, but Beastman, I need you up here.
Wow.
Doesn't feel comfortable
Wow.
interacting with the animals without Sebastian and probably Astra and Hrugguhl. So, Thordas, take a beat.
Thordas is already chilling out, but on the rock. Actually, no, he's currently going towards the water. He's just going to go into the water and clean himself.
Sit under a waterfall, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need the Beast Boys here.
Hrugguhl approached
Astra, Hrugguhl,
quietly.
Sebastian, ideally.
Yeah.
Game plan. We haven't even decided
Yeah,
what we're doing with these things yet.
No. Yeah, I don't know. How would Sebastian react to this?
What size creatures are these?
Medium.
Medium?
How many? 3, was it?
3.
That's a lot.
So, how are we going to take these in?
Yeah. Did we agree that we're not giving them to the guild because the guild will probably
You kind of agreed that you weren't going to give them to anybody
Yeah.
because you said you weren't going to give them to the farm because that was your option, right? Give them to the farmer, but then you guys said no because he was like
That
dodgy.
guy's cruel. Yeah.
Yeah. Then you just said then the guild came up, but then you said no because then the guild would give them to the Trackers Association who would use them as test subjects.
If going to Reardon directly could work, or talking to our...
He's the guild, and he is the guild.
I know, but also he's not a bureaucrat.
Jimmy, he's not a bureaucrat. He's the one who designed
underneath
the
him.
trackers, the tests, and everything.
But they're beneath him, right? I can't imagine. He's got a heart from when I spoke to him. Look, I don't want to trust a hero any more than you do. So Golbrecht's a terrible option too.
Yes.
I've got 2 sets of rope between the broken grapple and other, but
I got a rope too.
I got rope too. Thing is about taking these guys. I don't have rope. I do have rope. Maybe we should hide out and wait and see if there is a second parent that could show up and potentially care for these guys. And then if nobody shows, then we take them with us. Hope for the best and free new members of the party.
We need a plan, because if what was over there was every other day was feeding these things.
that's a lot of food.
That's a lot of food, and that's a lot of stuff to keep up with.
Oh, you mean in actually caring for them?
Yeah.
That thing was feeding itself too.
If my eyes notice the leather pouch, by the way, I will stealthily go down to try and get it.
Can you roll me stealth? With advantage, actually, because these things are distracted.
My position, or Agata's position, would be what's rustling a few cattle every few days?
24.
Yeah, you were able to get to it, so you can decide what you want to do with it.
Heroes do the right thing.
I won't look at it there. I'll grab it and climb back up. When I'm down there, is there anything else that looks interesting? Or...
No.
Sure, I'll just climb back.
You see, like torn sacks and stuff, like like satchels, and they're all just torn to shreds. But there's nothing. You don't see anything of interest unless you really want to go digging in bones.
Not with that there.
No. So yeah, you've got this thing. Would you?
Yeah.
You're just going to stash it away before you?
So for now, I'll stash it away. I'll look at it later.
That's fine. Yeah. So I suppose our closest thing is tying them up and taking them with you.
I think so.
Or
and if
or
it
waiting and
becomes-
seeing if anything comes.
Yeah, I think wait first. If taking them with us becomes unsustainable, then we cross that bridge when we come to it. Yeah, like maybe at least we can get them to adolescence and let them free, or
Yeah,
my
let's,
shares. I will happily donate my shares to buying a cow
What-
every few days or whatever.
What is our end game here? Let's be real. Let's talk it out. We got time. We'll let's make up a little camp.
I'm assuming you're doing this hush whispers, outside
Yeah.
of the thing.
Yeah, we don't
Well-
want them to know
well-
we're here. Not just yet.
We'll walk away because we can
Okay.
if we're gonna wait,
yeah.
we might as well wait at a safe
Yeah,
distance.
let's rejoin Thordas.
Yep.
We'll basically make a little camp in this area, probably.
Should we may
just
as
to
well
the-
start long resting?
So we'll do it like to the
Short
south
resting.
here, so like
Yeah, no,
we're
not-
out the
not
way
here.
of the. So yeah,
Yeah,
we'll-
because you're coming up to 8 p.m. anyway, so no,
Yeah,
it's-
we
it's nighttime anyway.
well, how about we wait? How about we rest here till morning,
Mm.
and slightly out the way, and just see if another creature comes. Maybe it has a second parent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, we discuss.
well, yeah, we're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's. Well, over here it looks flat enough for us to camp up.
Oh, and we should
Oh,
probably
we
celebrate.
we should be further.
Yeah.
Let's wait
Another
before.
bounty on
Let's
the
get
books. Well, that chicken
Another
was this
bounty.
time. Hey, lads.
let's find somewhere safe and quiet first. If another creature might turn up at any moment.
Agata takes a swing anyway.
Astra will join you.
Ah, beautiful.
Once we get to somewhere covered, Hrugguhl will join.
After all, keep their owl definitely in this close vicinity,
call.
even if we're not, just so that there's sight, something's of sight.
Very sure.
Whatever it is, it might be pissed when it finds its dead partner.
Are we leaving
Wait,
the?
what-
le-
yeah, what
well,
if
are
it's
you
not
guys
fire?
leaving the leather thing in the nest,
We
or are
took
you
the
guys
leather-
taking
we
it?
took the
Oh,
leather
we've got
thing.
it.
Okay.
But speaking
We
of
should-
their
okay.
partner, maybe should we bring the monster materials with us? Because
Oh yeah,
remember-
Thordas
Sebastian would
is,
definitely-
he's carrying the chicken legs.
Good, way ahead of you.
Sebastian would definitely take some sort of trophy.
Okay,
you
let me
can
just
take.
quickly add that to my other possessions.
And obviously there's a lot of blood stains, but yeah.
We're not gonna be able to clean it up.
Aren't they?
Yeah, so we'll keep it. So yeah, so the plan is we'll rest. We'll keep using Astra's owl predominantly, but we can all keep an eye out during our watches if
Yeah.
another thing comes while we're resting.
Mm.
And then we'll chat, and then if that's all good, we'll discuss what we will do if nothing comes.
While we're sitting down chatting, Hrugguhl will be unwrapping this thing and having a look at what he found.
Yep.
What is that thing?
Okay,
Found it in the nest.
I'm wrapping the thing. Okay.
It's a mimic. Ah.
That would be funny. But no. What you find when you open this, you see what looks to be some kind of javelin. Like it's all
Nice.
this sort of blue and yellow, with sort of like almost like lightning bolts on either side, like sort of jagged like lightning bolts.
I examine it a little and then hand it over to Thordas.
Well, Sebastian
Oh, look how
has
excited he is.
identified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Sebastian. Yeah.
My eyes are watering. I did not close my eyes for at least a good 30 seconds. Oh,
Sebastian
Yeah.
probably
So he'll just kind of go like you'll hear that he's going to use
Yo comprende, I
Yo
think.
comprende. So he uses that, and he identifies it as a javelin of lightning.
Nice.
Ooh.
So I will get the description for the javelin of lightning for you. But basically, so obviously a magical javelin, and basically, it will deal lightning damage instead of piercing damage. And basically, you can essentially throw it, and it will turn into a lightning bolt. For about I think it's 120-foot line. No, at the target. Sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then it returns to you afterwards. So you basically become Zeus with this thing.
Cool. And then does it return to your hand or what?
I believe
Yeah.
it does. Yes.
Yeah, it just reappears afterwards. It can only be used
Yeah.
once per day, but
Oh, but it's not.
Well, it can't use. It can only do
attuned.
that once per day.
oh,
But it can.
Yeah, it can only do that, but you can still use it like as a normal javelin.
Not attuned is
Yeah,
6. You can throw it to. Well, I mean, Hrugguhl has a better dex score, presumably. So. throw
it doesn't
to
matter.
Hrugguhl
The saving score is fixed by the weapon. Anybody can use this.
But I mean, if you're throwing something, doesn't it use dexterity?
Yes,
or
No,
yeah,
it's
modifier?
yeah,
strength. Javelin's a strength.
Javelin's a strength.
Javelin
Yeah.
strength.
Well, everything is. Anything that's thrown, you can either do strength or you can do dex.
Weird. Is that new, or has that always been the
No,
case?
it's always been the way.
Whoops.
I thought they were strength unless they were finesse weapons.
No.
Oh, okay.
Finesse.
What
the only
about
difference-
arrows? Bows and
the-
arrows.
the
well.
difference with finesse is that you can do it as a melee. You can do strength or dex, but for thrown, it's always strength and dex.
Bows and arrows is always dex, yeah.
But
And
yes,
then shooting is always dex.
yes, shooting is always
Yeah, ranged
dex.
weapons.
Ranged weapons like throwing a dagger.
Weird.
you
I
could, in
guess I
theory-
always lumped throwing in with ranged attacks.
Yeah, no. Strength. That's been in the 5e for ages. So yeah, you can decide what you want to do with it. I mean, you could
Yeah.
sell it if you really wanted to.
Yeah, and it's not attuned, which is actually quite handy.
That is really nice.
Yeah.
Being able to like throw it to your buddy and then they throw it is, pointless but cool.
Giving.
But obviously, yeah,
you were.
it will
I suppose
return
you
to
could
that.
pass it off as a bonus action, couldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the risk, obviously, with it not being attunement is that if your enemy grabs it, they can use it as well.
No, they can't grab a lightning bolt,
Yeah.
can they?
No, but yeah,
Yeah, it comes back to the thrower,
Yes.
right? So,
it does. Yeah, well, only on that feature does it do that. So that thing that only happens
Yeah.
once a day, the lightning bolt feature. But yeah, that's what you find inside it. Pretty it's obviously used. It's not like brand spanking new.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what you find inside the. thing.
so it does. So it does its normal damage, but it just sort of lightning. So it doesn't do any extra damage.
On its base. So if you just use it as a normal javelin, then yes. But you can have it, so you can just make it do normal. You don't have to make it do that. Yeah. But
Okay, so
yeah,
it just becomes magical damage, normal magical damage.
Yes, normal magical damage or lightning damage, or then use it to defeat its lightning bolt
Or its
ability
lightning
once
bolt
a day.
feature. Cool.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Give-
That's cool. Cool.
Yeah, but obviously, if you throw it like a normal javelin without using its feature, it will not return to you.
Yes.
So yeah, just bear that in mind.
Giving Thordas something at range might be useful.
And obviously, it has was it the slow?
Yeah,
Yeah, slow.
mastery.
Slow mastery. So if you've got that mastery for for javelins or whatever, then yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's what you find inside the sack, inside the wrap of leather.
Anything else? Or just that?
That's it. That's all it's
I think just.
just only. I mean, it's only an uncommon magic item. Apparently, it's not. It's not up there.
Level 2.
Yeah, well, yeah. So yeah, you've got that. So yeah, you're staying here all night, right?
But can Sebastian identify the axe as well,
Oh, yes, you can.
just to see if it's magical or not?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's what.
Yeah, Thordas will put it back on the ground.
Yeah. No, there's no magic. It's just an axe.
But
Is it
what
silvered?
it's made of? Did we decide it was silvered?
You didn't look.
I guessed it's silvered, but
We're
we
looking
don't-
now.
Yeah.
Someone
can roll me investigation then.
I guess stone cunning doesn't come on
Stone-
dice, does it?
No, because it's metal,
Token
not stone.
investigation.
Stone cunning's a whole
Sebastian
different thing anyway.
probably will be looking at it more than anyone. He's
He's got-
meant to
he's
identify it.
He's got +3
I'll let anyone do it, and they can get
Investigation.
advantage and just do it that way.
Sebastian.
and a helpful subroutine.
And a helpful
Let Seb do it.
Oh, Seb got nat 20.
Hey.
Normal axe.
Normal axe.
Normal axe.
With a nat 20, there's nothing weird about it at all.
No, just a normal axe. It's a shame that Thordas got rid of his axe.
He had a weakness against axe.
So, yeah.
Are you fucking? He had a weakness against.
Axe
Well,
specifically.
That's why that axes specifically, which is funny when you said that you were going to sell your axe, because obviously I knew this was coming. But it's fine. You had an
Be
axe in it,
facetious.
so
So we all thought, oh, it has to be something to do with the hand axe. No.
I feel like this is we're being taught something here, but I can't quite figure out what.
You know what? I am not using an axe ever again. Fuck you.
So we just gotta throw the kitchen sink at it and hope for the best.
Yeah,
innit?
exactly.
It's just not clear cut. Basically, it's not. You know.
Yeah. It's
The
not
idea
usual
is
D&D
it can be.
rules. I
It
like
can
that.
be anything.
Yeah, I
These
like that.
vulnerabilities can be anything.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I mean, the first guy, his vulnerability was emotional, which I loved,
Yeah.
obviously.
So
Cool.
yeah, you never know what these vulnerabilities are going to be. So
My vulnerability is selling an axe.
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, he wants his axe back, but yeah, you always get one.
Oh, fine, he can have it back as a yeah.
Yeah, it's a normal axe. It's fine.
But that's why it disappeared so fast. Obviously, when it got hit by the axe at the farm.
Yeah.
So
Well done, everybody.
Yes,
That was a hard fight.
Fine, but good job, everyone.
We all survived.
And good swinging, Thordas. That was
Definitely something to add to the legacy.
yeah.
You took quite a few hits there.
Not as hard as Astra. You okay? That was a
I'm
fine.
fine.
Got a few
I'm
dents
fine.
there.
I'm fine. Yeah. 2 for 2 on knockouts. That's a good run. Let's hope it doesn't keep going.
You're lucky that you were unconscious when I healed you, and you didn't have to go through. You're lucky I didn't have to give mouth to mouth.
No, trust me, I think that would have been better than whatever the fuck you did.
Don't question my methods.
I don't want to know what mass healing word looks like.
Thoughts and prayers. I told you.
Binary.
Healing word is just
Send-
going to be known as Hukta.
No,
No. Okay.
The flask goes round anyway, and I imagine it's emptying towards this point, so we'll have to start brewing fairly soon.
Yes.
Vocal joints.
Yeah, sure will.
Sebastian's mouth is cracked open, and
Yeah,
sweet
he'll
elixir.
take as well.
Yep.
Yeah. So obviously you're going to settle for the night. Who's going to keep watch?
Well, we need to talk it out first.
Are you still talking out? Fair enough,
Yes.
sorry.
Yeah, we've done some admin of some things we found, but now we actually need to get down to the hard discussion.
I will lean back and listen.
I mean, it might be worth first, just before we have this conversation, just seeing what happens. If something comes, does that not solve the problem?
Let's prepare for the worst.
Okay.
Because then we're resolved in anything that happens. We can spring into action in the morning rather than dithering, talking what we're gonna do.
I would feel more comfortable having this conversation with Arthur here, though. Is he coming?
But that's not enough.
We don't know.
Okay. If we don't know, then let's just talk now.
I think Arthur would. I mean, Sebastian would
Sebastian's broadly
go on the side of care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very agreeable. I think he'll go. I think it'll be pretty obvious which side he'll. He won't be able to
I agree.
arguments, but I think it'll be easy to know which way he'll swing for this.
Yeah,
So
probably right.
So we need to go down the end game on this. Really consider how this might look if we, because let's be real, none of us want to kill the things at this stage. They are dangerous creatures, though. At the same time, that's something we have to recognize and accept.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna add there Sebastian, but would probably say, well, they've done no crimes.
They've done no
cannot
crimes, and
You can't punish them for something they're going to do in the future. I can't do this.
There's the. I'm stating facts at the moment. I'm not saying right or wrong or anything like that. I'm just stating facts.
While we're stating facts, we should acknowledge that the farmer had no problem with the big guy on his own, right? When he was taking one livestock a season, that was fine. It was only this change in behavior that caused the issue. We don't know whether that was because of the mask or because of the babies.
It's true. We don't know. But so these are dangerous creatures, and none of us want to kill them at this stage. So we don't want. There's no way we're going to give them to the farmer, and I would not want to give these to the guild in fear of them becoming the targets for the
Fate worse
tests.
than death.
They don't deserve that. So that leaves us with us looking after them, nature looking after them, or another thing that we don't know just yet.
How
Even
would
if-
we be able to look after them when we will be out multiple days at a time?
An excellent question.
Even if we decided we wanted to look after them, feeding this and keeping it under wraps is going. Do any of us know how that would be possible? And failing that, our only options are to give them to somebody or let nature take its course.
Dragging them around by the neck by rope, it doesn't seem very kind either.
They're gonna grow up as well. Like they'll. I don't know if they'll get to what its parent was, but they'll get bigger.
Not
and
always
want
in
more
nature.
food.
So
They might be friendly to us, but
Well, then once they hit adolescence, we can let them go. Then nature takes its course. Once they're able to fend for themselves, we're no longer responsible.
we would then be responsible for what they would do to others. They then may end up being a bounty for someone else,
Or
kill
us.
more people. I mean, we might pick up that bounty. They might kill more people in the future.
Then let's examine the nest. See if there are any humanoid bones in there. As far as we know, these things only like livestock. The big one attacked the city, presumably because of the mask.
That's true.
And if it eats the livestock, what happens to the people?
The farmer had no quarrel. Again, if you're farming outside the walls of a city, you accept the risks.
That food feeds people.
That food feeds him.
Right, that's
This
how
region
farms
feeds-
work. Okay.
This region feeds the entire
My point-
area.
My point is, his hubris has led him to farm outside of the confines of the city, right? He prefers it because he can make more money off his meat out there. He could farm perfectly safely within the confines of the city, like everyone else. But no, he chooses to farm organically outside of the city to make more money.
Well, we don't know if he makes more money or not.
He's accepting that risk. Presumably he does. Why else would he do it?
Well, he says the meat tastes funny inside. That's his
And
argument.
there you go. That's his choice. He
I
accepts the
agree.
risk.
Absolutely, it's his prerogative. That's
And,
getting him this
that's
far.
That's got to be a ridiculous minority of farmers that live outside city
I don't think
confines,
any-
right?
like. I think he is the one.
Exactly.
I don't think anyone
and
else
this is the only
would.
bounty we've seen for one of these things, so presumably the rest of them are just hunting wildlife.
Do
Yeah,
we
but-
have a sense of how unique he is?
But it's also saying that this is the only bounty. This is the second one we've ever had.
Yeah, but you know,
It's a very small sample
the
size.
guild knew nothing about this. The guild had no intel about this whatsoever. You would presume if this was more widespread, they would have known dick about the situation.
I don't know. It's like it could have been a bounty. It could have been a bounty that's been around for ages that no one picked up from a seasonal
Well,
thing.
We know it's not. We
And
know
then-
that it started about 2 weeks ago,
Well,
correct?
because of the mask.
Mm,
We don't know if the creature had already had a bounty on it
yeah.
that was
Well,
independent
Didn't we
for
talk
longer.
You talked to the farmer, didn't he say that it had started taking more livestock about 2-3 weeks ago? We tried to do the maths on this, remember?
It's like we know that this creature would normally come along once every month, or there was normally a large gap before it
From
came
what I
and get
remember,
another.
It was 2-ish weeks ago that it started coming more frequently, yeah?
It came every other day. Yeah, before it was like a monthly
Yeah.
thing, but now it's like an every other day thing.
Yeah.
So we can probably presume that it only became every other day because of these babies.
Because of these babies. And these babies, I suppose we don't know.
Oh,
Gestation
hold on,
period is
hold
hard
on.
to calculate, isn't it? Because they're going to start
Hold on,
big.
hold on. There's someone approaching the nest.
Wait, what?
I look up and have a look around.
It's not from the sky.
Oh no. Oh god.
Ow! What is it? Babe, what does it say? What do you see?
Are you going to look through its eyes?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's the only way you're going to see it because it's high up.
Yeah.
I'm going to just.
Oh, it's fine.
No, because it's 10, isn't it? Because you're on the bottom level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you an image of what it sees.
Oh, we're much further away than this
Yeah, yeah.
anyway.
Oh, are we not
Well, yeah.
55 feet?
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
we're further away from
we're
that.
much further away. There's no way we
Yeah.
have this chat.
That
What the
is a
fuck
preaching
is
the nest. It's medium-sized.
that? What even is that?
That's the thing, isn't it? What even is that?
What do you think you see?
It looks like a crow man with angel wings.
We should get closer.
We need to intercept.
Wait until we know what it's doing, but let's get closer so we can see at least.
Yeah, what is it doing? As we get closer, I guess.
It's approaching the nest, and it basically
With what? How is it like with maliciousness? Does it
Yeah,
look
I'm not
bad?
listening to
Does it look-
reason. I'm going to make a break for the nest as soon as possible.
it's just chilling. It's just
I'm-
walking very calmly in that direction. It
I'm
walks through the water, and the water doesn't even seem to slow it down. Once
I'm
it,
keeping pace.
once it reaches the edge of the nest, it obviously uses its
We are
wings to
sprinting
fly.
towards the nest, Sonny.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting
How far away were you?
far.
However far was necessary to be able to find a sheltered spot.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, you could have just gone there. Because it was like in a nice little alcoved bit.
There.
Can't we just have gone there, like 50 feet? We can make that in one turn.
Let's make it 100 just to be safe.
Because you're going up.
We
as
said
well,
we
Yeah.
said
remember?
further. Yeah, we said further.
So I'll say you'll probably be able to see the creature then. I think that's probably fair.
Mhm.
So you will see this creature.
What is it doing with
What do we see?
I'll pen
What
that
is-
up.
Oh my, what the fuck?
What the hell is
I'll
that?
share this. I'll share the image of the creature as well in the other one.
Thank you.
So
As
Oh, you
we're
kinda-
running over,
Hmm.
oh, the noise, the noise.
hold fire until we know what's going on.
Get that on screen.
You're saying to
He,
Agata as we keep going.
so how? Let's see. Where are you? So you're there. So I would say.
Yeah,
You
we're
can-
there now. So
Yeah, yeah. So it's by the time you've gotten there, because it moves. He's moving. You know, even though he's like moving pretty chill, he's actually moving pretty quick. He actually is at this point in the middle of the nest, looking at the babies.
are they aggressive? Do they like him? Do they?
He's
Indifferent.
he's like
No, but are they? Or
the babies?
Yeah, yeah.
they're just looking at him with looking at it with curiosity.
Okay, first time seeing. Cool.
If I'm trying to insight this guy, do I have any sense of what his motives are?
How are we near the nest by now? By the way, just for the battle map.
So are you trying to? Are you? So I'm guessing you're climbing up, right?
We are
Yeah.
as quickly as possible.
We're
yes.
not being quiet.
No.
Not being quiet.
No.
So yeah, I'll say you'll probably get to about. Actually, no, would you get there? No, because he's way faster than you. You'll get to about. Where are you? Get to about here. Because it takes a while to climb up because it's not as easy to climb up
Yeah.
these things. Basically, you see him go to grab the babies.
Grab like
Kind of-
aggressive grab or like
Like
envelop
just picking,
grab?
like he's picking up some bags of sugar
Or cement, probably.
or cement because they're bigger, obviously.
Okay.
But what's interesting, and I've probably, maybe Hrugguhl and Thordas probably more so than it maybe, is he seems to be going it in one go. Bearing in mind, these things are as big as he is.
And how are the creatures reacting to this? They're just taking it, or
Well, because they're so young, they're not like, what is happening right now? They're a bit puzzled, perplexed. I mean, obviously they're full, so they're not too but they certainly not. They're probably not. By the time well, if you're waiting for it to get grabbed.
my eyes focus in on it and I hunter's mark it.
Okay. There's no check for hunter's mark, is there?
No, it doesn't even know that it's happened.
And we didn't
Okay.
get our long rest or anything, so we're all spent otherwise.
No.
hmm
So what did I say? Was that one?
Would have been a short rest anyway.
Okay. Yeah. So by the time it's sort of grabbed them, I'll say you're up here.
Okay.
So by the time you're on that level, you can see that it's grabbed all of them and is grabbing them all with one arm, all
Thordas,
by the scruffs of their necks.
ready the spear.
Hey,
Thordas-
friend.
Wait,
Thordas, that
wait,
is a feat of strength you don't even comprehend.
Hey, friend.
Halt!
Easy. I'm whispering out as it.
So you're shouting at him, right?
Mhm.
Yep. Hey, friend.
We are yelling. Yeah, we've got two rival yells kind of going
Yeah,
on
yeah.
at once. We've got a persuasion and intimidation check.
That's fine. That's fine. So he'll turn to you.
Can we see him like eye to eye?
Yeah. Wow. Thank you very much for your hard work.
It's this guy again.
That's a different guy. It's no. Your strength is very impressive. I will definitely be keeping an eye on you.
Declare your
strength is
intentions.
impressive
You go first.
Too.
Declare your
So-
intentions.
I'm taking these.
Where?
None of your business.
Why?
Who are you?
Persuasion.
Did you build?
Oh,
That is a 17.
Charmer.
All right. Murgru is the name. But if I was you, don't interfere. Don't try to push your luck.
What are you doing?
Taking these.
What are you gonna do with them?
None of your business. We've been through this already.
again.
Well, we feel inclined to be responsible for these creatures, considering we killed its parent.
As you sort of say that, it takes one of its swords, grabs on one of its swords on its side, and in one motion slashes it in your general direction, puts it in its scabbard. A blade of wind cuts in this direction through part. It doesn't hit any of you, almost intentionally, but it digs past the water, splits the water, and it splits the ground.
Splits the ground.
Splits the ground, and obviously the water then starts going into the gap.
Politics. I'm gonna rush him.
Okay.
I'm going to be trying to hold you back.
I'm going to try and stop Agata as well.
Yeah.
A contest.
can't.
Yeah, contest. Athletics contest.
I'll subroutine for a goal.
So
This is athletics. Okay.
That one.
That's
That
a
one.
10 total from me.
would I be able to roll the athletics as well to try and grab him?
I do have to push past you. I was here.
Okay.
and
Yeah,
Hrugguhl
you
was
get
next
the
to me, I do
athletics.
have to
You
push
will be
past you.
able to stop it. Like you'll be able. There's an opportunity.
25.
Yeah, you stop him.
Yeah,
Stop
'cause
it
he's just
then.
like gnashing her teeth and swearing at you for all this. He's like, this. Yeah, I won't repeat what she's saying, but we all know.
Yeah. So,
spewing filth
as-
and bile all directions.
So obviously the sword back in its scabbard in one big movement. He starts to fly away with the babies.
What was his name was? Mulgrew.
Murgru. Yeah, Mergru.
Moment of clarity, moment of lucidity. Just last final bark, scream. Do them no harm. Shaking fist at a cloud.
It ignores
Worth a
you.
try.
Disappears.
Once I feel as he's a safe distance away, I will then let Agatha go.
I'm watching very carefully to try and get a sense of where he's going.
I'm gonna have to
He's
honestly
flying over the mountain.
roll as to whether I unarmed strike you, Thordas.
Yeah, that's fine.
Evens is evens. I headbutt Thordas.
That's fine.
Just 1 damage.
I
right?
mean, probably. Yeah. Well, what's your? Yeah, it'd be 1 damage.
That's fine.
I imagine.
Yeah,
do I wear a helmet?
Yeah, I'm just trying to estimate as best I can where I think he might be heading, based on my any knowledge of the area, and
Yeah, I
like,
mean, all you.
Hunter's
all you
Mark would give me advantage on any sort of survival-y style checks.
Ooh,
for
can the
him.
owl fly after me?
You can certainly try. It's going.
Yes.
It's going at speed.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to keep up, would you? But we know
Owl's
it's
60
quick.
feet?
What's the flight speed of the owl?
60 feet?
It could keep up.
with dashes, and we know which direction he's flying. Yes, is it west?
Yeah. You could get it to pursue if you want.
Problem is, once the owl leaves 100 feet, I basically can't.
Mhm.
Won't be able to interact with it.
Well,
really.
wait. So they're moving 60 feet. We can't move that
Yeah.
fast, can we?
I mean, it's going straight up the mountain either as well. So
Yeah, no.
probably not as
Even
far
with
to-
my speed, just attempting to climb the mountain is going to be a challenge.
I mean, I can try it. I can have the owl follow it, and when it. So I'll give the owl the command. Follow him until he stops, and then turn back and let us know.
Can the owl report back to us? Yeah.
Do
Was
you
that
ever know-
outside?
Do you
Do I know
ever-
if it dies?
Yeah.
I would, because I would know the spell ends.
Okay, fine. Good to know. All right. So yeah, the owl will go flying after it. Baby's gone.
Resist the urge to continue headbutting Thordas.
Yeah. Good question. Did the guy have any insignia on him saying, like, initially, like saying that he's a tracker?
Didn't look like it on the thingy.
There is not. Well, no. I mean, it's what his image looks like. So there is not an insignia on
Okay.
it.
This is something that needs to be reported. We don't have to tell them about us planning on having the babies, but that needs to be reported.
How long were
That-
we waiting? How long were we waiting around?
That
before he
thing
came
was
along?
watching us.
So I think I passed about 2 hours.
That's about 2 hours. He wasn't necessarily. It sounded like he was watching us, didn't it?
It sounded like he was watching the creature and was aware that it died for them to take the babies.
Yeah.
But why would he
It
not
said
just kill the creature himself?
Yeah. No. He specifically said you did a good job.
Yeah.
He was impressed by you,
Good job.
and that he's going to keep an eye on you going forward.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
you've
What would
impressed
be
him.
the point of him wasting time having to fight a creature when we've already done a lot of the heavy lifting?
I
He
don't
probably,
think
he
we would have
probably
struggled.
came as we were in combat to see what the fuck was going on.
Who would?
No, he would have taken them before.
Would have taken,
taken
would
them
have
straight away.
taken the babies while we were
I've
occupied,
got a
right?
very good
Definitely
insight.
So easily.
When I'm trying to think who's the best person to roll this.
I think my insight's
wanna
alright.
I'm thinking like probably. I'm thinking both. Well, probably Hrugguhl and Thordas to roll an insight check. Not on anyone specifically for the creature. I want to see how much you can gauge about the creature from what he the way he
24.
was.
9.
Let me throw
Okay.
this picture back.
Hrugguhl, this dude, he could have killed that thing without an issue.
Mm.
Yeah, like, the way he moved. Like, do you know the the Japanese style iai?
Yeah.
That was the sword style he was using. So it went out, slashed, and went back in one motion. That is hard to pull off. You don't know many people that can do that. And obviously splitting the ground, like that's with wind, like that's insane. And obviously again, carrying 3 medium creatures in one
Yeah.
arm and flying away at full speed. Yeah, it could have killed that thing without any issue whatsoever.
Oi, can you identify this slash? Especially the tri-casting
Interesting.
identify on the hull.
I mean,
The hole's not magical anymore.
I was
No,
saying,
it doesn't see if there's any magical residue or anything like that. Like, was it a
Yes.
I think that was pure
It
strength.
was
That was
magic.
literally just
Yeah, I mean-
pure strength.
I mean, what you're basically going to get
That's
out
kind
of
of my
it
question.
is it's wind magic,
Okay, but it was magic. Okay.
pure elemental fury.
Yeah, just sort of anything that would give us more information on the weapon, perhaps.
That's it. That's all you're going to get out of that. But yeah, and it's dirt and water.
And he had 2 of them.
He had 2 of them.
2 with the same looking
Wait.
sword, or 1 short and 1 long?
It was 1 short and 1 long. I'm pretty sure. Hang on, let me look. No, about the same size.
They look the same
But he only-
size in the asset.
Yeah. It's look the same. It's the same size, but he only used 1 of them because the other arm he had taken.
Do we recognize the style of sword, or like the style of dress, or stuff like that?
No, actually, history. Give me history.
You're asking the wrong guy.
Sebastian can do history.
Yeah, I got a 6 from me. Make Seb do it. Seb, we need your brain.
And then someone roll me Seb.
With a helpful subroutine.
You rolling it?
Be right back.
Yeah. Okay. That's 12.
No, it's very weird because obviously it's like a longsword, but it's bent. That's a bit weird.
Let's
Kind
see
of
if-
It's a little bit reminiscent of the light blades that you've heard like Thordas have. You know, that the one that lights up, like, because that's like kind of curved.
Nope.
But obviously that one was metal when he pulled it out. But yeah, it's not. No, maybe people have swords like that.
And would we even have seen birdmen before?
The thing is, like, with the way demon folk and demon spawn are,
Yeah.
sure, you've seen bird people. Like, that's not, you know.
But the angel wings are definitely a weird outlier.
Well, what's interesting is the concept of angel isn't really known in the realm. So
they're more like
you're
Azuma.
Pegasus wings to us, right?
yeah, you're more,
Azuma.
so it's more like just feathered wings, really,
Yeah,
more than
okay.
anything else. It's just feathered wings. The concept of angels isn't really a known thing.
Hrugguhl's going to jump back
Gravitas.
into the nest, see if he can find anything interesting. And also, he's going to specifically look to see if any of the bones look humanoid.
Yes, let's inspect the nest properly.
Pick the nest. Go ahead, give me investigation then.
17.
With a helpful subroutine.
I get a help subroutine. 18.
Makes all
So
the
you're
difference.
looking- So yeah, I mean, this is the humanoid bones you're saying.
I'm looking for humanoid bones and also just anything else. Seeing as I found one valuable thing, if there's anything else of any value in here.
Oh, I'm going to tell you right now, there's nothing of value.
You know what? Our friendship.
Yeah, well, there you go. There's a friend. Yes, friends have made
And
along the way.
birds do cough up anything they can't digest in pellets, so it may be worth actually rifling
Owls
through
do.
some of the. No, is it just owls? Is that not a common bird thing?
Yeah, owls eat like mice whole and then cough up
Cough
the
up all
bones.
the bones in it.
My lack of
Um,
animal
so-
knowledge is it's corrupted. Doesn't do
Oh,
that.
okay. It's what is it? It's electrope.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
electrope, bro.
Yeah.
Don't think about it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's a common anime, you know, common anime trope where
Don't
this
think
is
about
just
it
one
too
thing.
much.
Yeah, it's just this
That's what-
thing. This magic thing means I can do whatever I want.
Absolutely love Dungeon Meshi because that's what it's about. It's everything means everything. Everything is connected. It's really wonderful.
But yeah, you can find nothing of value in terms of bones. Like, it is pretty hard. I mean, it is. There's a lot of bones in here. Obviously, you'll see like some broken skulls that don't really look humanoid. Some that probably do. But
Okay.
it's really hard. That there's a lot going on because obviously, with it being a gargantuan creature, like these bones get crushed. Like, it's almost to the point where it's like bone dust. Like, the only thing that's really like left is some of obviously the more fresher, you know, sort of slightly sort of top layer stuff. So it's not. It's quite hard to tell generally what's in here. Obviously, yeah, you know the goat bones, and
Yeah.
you can identify some farmyard ones because obviously they're fairly fresh. But yeah, it's hard to sort of tell the further back you go.
After we searched for a while, Hrugguhl says we should probably head back to the camp just in case this thing has a partner that comes back here.
I think for now the main thing we were worried about is no longer here. I think it's probably best just for us just to head straight back to the camp.
Nothing
Yeah.
else.
Not the camp, the farm.
Oh, I need a rest, I think, still. But
Yeah. Finish
Get
on
up.
it, and
yeah.
it,
Get up
and it's
and
worth
out.
knowing if anything comes. Still,
you
if
are
anything else comes.
you are going into I think rest territory because you haven't actually rested. I don't think.
No, not yet.
So you might want to you might want to rest before you do anything else because you are going to get exhaustion otherwise.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get off this mountain and we'll rest proper.
Head back to that camp we were starting to make.
Watches. So we never really decided. I don't think you've ever really agreed on what your watch cycle is going to be. I know Astra's kind of doing everything, but then you were going to have someone
Yeah.
at 2 hour intervals.
Yeah, I think it's the people that don't have night vision is going to do the start and
Yeah.
I'll do the
and
middle.
the people with dark vision is going to do most of the night.
I can't remember if Sebastian's got dark vision. I don't think
Sorry
No,
to
yeah.
be difficult, but Agata will refuse to take watch in advance. She'll be drinking.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay.
That's
You'll have to-
okay.
Oh no, Sebastian has dark vision.
I think I'm the only one that doesn't have.
Astra doesn't.
Well, and
technically.
Astra doesn't either.
Me and Astra, okay. So yeah.
That's one of the benefits of the owl, but the owl's doing other things right now.
So I
So-
think Thordas will take first watch.
Hrugguhl takes second.
And then Sebastian, and then what? The last two, Ash will do by himself.
Yeah.
Himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went through all of them. Covered all my bases.
Any
Right.
all.
All. Yeah. Okay. Fine. That's fine. All right. That happens without much of an issue. About 1 a.m. Astra, Al's dead.
Okay.
But you do get into the next morning.
Short rest.
Yep, you get your short rest.
That's just a
Yay.
shorty.
Yep.
I'm gonna use my hit die just to. Okay, I'm
Just to
fully
feel
healed.
something.
Yeah, just to make sure I'm fully healed, just in case that random fucking
Yeah.
anime weeb bird. comes back.
He is a wee bird. We should call him that.
When any time our clan tries to do something that is in a play that is very, very action packed, we call them a weeb.
So yeah, you hit the next morning. Again, there was nothing really very uneventful. I can't remember how long we said the farm was. I think it was.
I got a fun question for you, Sonny.
Yeah.
So, I get after a short rest, I get a wild shape use back, which I'll use to recast Fae.
Yep.
Question being, is
Does it
it the
retain
same Fae?
Ooh.
I had a feeling this might come up.
It's a classic one.
yeah.
Because you gain, because it just says you gain a service familiar spirit that takes an animal form you choose, and then
I kind of just assume that they didn't, but because because it's
reading the disappearance of the familiar is forwarded. When the familiar drops 0 points, disappears. It reappears after you cast a spell again. So it's saying it reappears kind of implies that it's the same one. It's completely up to obviously interpretation, but it's an important question because we can ask if it is the same one. We can ask what happened when it died, or it's not. It's like okay.
And also
I'm actually thinking because I think can I have one more familiar? Yeah, because it sort of said you can't have more than one at a time, and when we've kind of done it that you change its form, we've kind of like implied that it's the same thing in a different form.
Yeah.
So, and it'd be weird for every druid to have access to unlimited spirits. So, okay, I'm happy for it to be the same spirit. Yeah, that's fine. I'm happy with that.
Would it
Okay.
need to roll? No, I'm. Ignore me.
Nah, yeah,
What
I
hap-
wouldn't need to roll anything to remember. So it is. You do get your owl back wherever your owl is. I don't know where it's gone. Oh, it's there. Oh, it's there. I didn't get rid of it. So yeah, your owl is back.
What happened? I'm sorry you went through that. What happened?
Fey animal. It's an animal, but it's a fey animal. Okay. Oh, I don't know. I was following it, and then it just looked at me, and I died.
Do I understand the language they're communicating with?
I don't know what language. you're doing it.
Telepathically.
Is it telepathically? So yeah.
Yeah. It
Oh,
doesn't
top of the morning to you.
I think he's doing Welsh.
I don't know what I'm doing. To
You're
be
doing
honest.
Welsh. You're doing Welsh. It's
Okay,
not actually
okay,
that
well,
bad.
We'll see.
It's somewhere between Welsh and Irish, I feel.
It's
Or
somewhere around
and
there.
Scottish.
To be
Yeah.
fair, they
Yeah,
probably
with a hint
do.
of Scottish, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
regional. It's regional. Okay.
Yeah. See, everything that's not English.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep it up. It's great.
Yeah, I'll try. See if I can hit that note again.
The problem is you've chosen that voice for this creature. You're going to have to do it for the rest of the campaign.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it changes each time their body gets
Maybe.
reformed,
Yeah,
right?
that'll be the excuse.
Different
That'll be
voice
the
box.
excuse I use.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. It's a phase spirit, you know. It's always in flux.
Yeah.
So yeah, it doesn't remember. It basically, it obviously was discovered.
Then just
Um,
died.
It just
straight away.
died in an
But when-
instant.
Where were you when it died? Had it stopped, or were you just traveling in what direction?
So it would have gone over the mountain. So it kind of went up the mountain and down the mountain, and then it sort of went off into the east. And then as it was sort of moving off into the east, he just got killed.
They were still traveling. Okay.
It still had the creatures in its hands, though.
Well, naturally. If you hadn't
Yeah.
stopped, then...
Well, it hadn't dropped it. That was the sort of important fact. They kept hold of him. Because they could have just picked them up and just decided just to mess with you. You never know.
No, it wouldn't have. No, it did that on purpose. Creatures are there for a purpose. Okay. Bad news. The Fae got discovered when pursuing old Murgrew. Shame. But he was booking it west and booking it east.
Where was it going on this map?
East.
So
Okay.
it would be kind of roughly. Trying to think where we're going. Over there in east. So kind of like in between. It will kind of fly in like sort of south of Khan. So it won't. It'll be. That was kind of is the direction. It's hard without me showing you, but
I mean, has anything come to the nest?
no. The nest looks pretty undisturbed.
In that case, would you probably head and report our kill?
Agata would certainly need a swift kick to the ribs to actually wake up.
We'll slosh some pond water over it.
Just dunk her head in there. Just like, oh, alright, fine. Coming. That's what you get out of it.
Yeah, I think it's definitely should be. It should definitely be farmer, and then as soon as possible, head back to. Luckily, we've got that paid. Transportation back. We need to get back to HQ fast.
Yes.
Agreed.
So,
Map's loaded now, by the way.
oh, has it? Cool.
Yeah.
They'll do it eventually. If you can see the map, basically what it did, it went here. Can you see my line?
No, I can see.
No,
it.
you're-
I can't see what you're doing. Wait,
south.
oh, we've got that's the region map, realm map. On realm map now. Okay, where are you?
Yep.
I see you.
Yeah. Can you see this line?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got you.
Yeah. So that it went up there, and then basically went that way in that direction. Obviously, you don't know how far in that direction. You got to about.
But it was out that.
You got to about
Yeah.
here roughly, but before you basically got killed.
And then it flew off to another continent or what have you.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Do we know
But
of
that's
anything
basic.
existing east of this island, this land?
Gone. That's about it.
Can't.
Place we've been.
I think for now it's worthless us just trying to chase him because if he can literally just do that with just a
Agreed.
simple
Yeah,
pause,
yeah. It was just
Yeah.
out of interest.
yeah.
I can't remember how far it was between where you are and the farm, so I'm gonna say I know it's somewhere between 4 and 6 hours, so I'm just gonna say it's 5 hours.
Mhm.
Because you know whatever. So you'll be.
Because
back
yeah,
at
it was
the farm.
about that. Then it was about you said about an hour roughly to Krint.
Yeah, it was an hour from Kryn. Yeah. So you'll end up back at the farm. So it's a similar sort of a thing you had before. So you have all these pens with various animals in them. I think it was 2 cows, 3 goats, and 2 sheep.
No pigs.
And a
No
smash thing of
pigs.
chicken.
Curious.
And some chickens.
Sebastian will go
got
for
that?
him.
Who's our animal worker?
No,
I am, but I've been persuaded against talking to the animals.
By who?
Unless
I didn't like.
the farmer did not like it.
That's all. That is all kinds of sus, but Agata doesn't have that on her mind right now, sadly. So liberating these animals might give her the kick she needs. Hint, hint.
No.
No, we can't piss off the bounty givers.
Not until we've cashed it in.
My
Yeah,
friend.
Even then, because they could just be like, "You're not a new thing anymore
come
because
back
you're
for
doing
you."
illegal activity."
Yeah, because the downside of all your funds being, you know,
Yeah. Working for the man.
goldless
Working for the man.
is it can get taken away from
Yeah.
you as much as they're given to you. So, yeah.
The seeds of Crisia have triumphed.
'Cause it's almost as if trackers in the past have tried to swindle the people that you know that requested bounties
Well,
from
we
them.
just got to take it all out in cash and bury it in the back garden.
We
There is
need a
certainly
back
that
garden first.
Well,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what the birds would have been for.
True.
So yeah, you end up at the farm. So you're gonna go talk to Steg, or you're gonna talk to an
Yeah.
animal?
Hey,
Sebastian's going straight in towards the building, I think.
I'll mill about outside.
Yeah,
I don't
well.
have anything to do with this.
Sorry,
So
Dom.
yeah, Steg will open the door. Ah, welcome. So Is it done?
It's
The
done.
seeds of Crisia have triumphed.
You got proof?
Thordas will pretty much bring the axe out and then pass it back.
Ah, my axe. Fantastic. And, any proof of the death of the animal?
Thordas
You bring
turns
some of the
around and
chicken.
then he points towards the chicken legs.
Nice. Actually, yes, that's a good thing those survived. Excellent. Fantastic. Guess you were the people for the job. I'll have the Tracker Association know that you've succeeded the bounty. Thank you for all your help. I now just need to get my stock back to where it should be. Oh, your dwarven friend. She said she wanted a meal. I can make one for you, so you can see how good my meat is.
I'm not here. I'm outside.
That would be fantastic.
Oh, no.
You got? Do you mind preparing it to go? We go along, travel back to Kryn.
Sure, and get some lamb chops. All right. Well, yeah, he'll do something. Yeah, he'll cook some food. You gonna wait around for it?
Yeah.
All right. Give him about 20 minutes. 20 minutes, half an hour. I don't know how long it takes to cook a thing.
The whole time, Sebastian will not shut up.
You
Yeah.
took on the entire beast so nice and easily.
Remember, the
Thordas
seeds of
stood there like a
Crisia, they have
strong
done this.
tower.
Oh, it was glorious.
With a deft swing of his axe, took the electric clean
Yeah.
off.
Everyone can cook. That's
Stood
funny.
firm.
You would find Agata bathing in the duck pond outside,
Nice.
or maybe just sitting in it.
Fair enough. He'll come out, and he'll have some sort of boxes all wrapped up in cloth for you. 5 of them. That he will pass over to you. Well, here you go.
Thank you, Kyle.
Enjoy.
We shall. We'll ensure to make sure if we can taste the difference.
Yes, I'll be curious what you think. Oh, and before you go, because you brought my axe back. You can have this, and then he'll hand you a rolled up piece of parchment. It's one of those spell scrolls. One of my mates gave it to me, and I don't really want it. So you can have it.
Sebastian will start looking over it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
What's on it?
Oh, they gave it to me because they wanted me to grow plants. I was like, well, I don't want fucking plants.
Steady.
Wow.
Yep.
My income's fine.
That's cruelty.
So is it in the Bard? Yeah, it is in the Bard. Actually, it's in a lot of yours, actually. Bard, Druid, and Ranger. It's plant growth. Spell plant growth. I think it's up. Oh yeah, which is a level 3 spell.
Wow.
So you get a spell scroll for a level 3 spell scroll of plant growth. So yeah, and then he'll sort of wave you away, and then or wave goodbye, and then he'll go back into his house, his hut.
Agata spits. Non-magical spit into the duck pond.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Let's start heading
Go.
back to Krint.
Yep. Is there anything you plan on doing in Krint, or should we expedite all of that?
No, we're not wanting in Kryn.
Probably fine
I
to
wasn't
it.
there for it.
No, we're
No.
not. We've done the
Ooh,
apothecary
I
thing.
want to drop in the apothecary, actually. Let me actually check I've got some cash first.
Let me get the thing. This.
Got 67
If-
coin.
If we are shopping, Hrugguhl will have a look to see if he can get a grappling hook to replace his bent one, or someone who will fix his grappling hook.
Okay. I mean, the fixing of the grappling hook would be done at the smith.
That'd probably take time, wouldn't it?
If you
Actually,
want to buy a new one, you'd have to risk. Well, I say risk, but you'd have to try the Tracker Emporium to see if they've got any in stock. But it's one of those
No.
cycling things.
yeah. Actually, yeah. Don't worry about it. Hrugguhl will just wait till we're back.
Sorry.
Right. To be fair, you can always ask Diamond Anvil.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
So you're going to go to the apothecary, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. I don't remember. Did you go to? Oh, you did go to this one.
Yeah, we did buy something.
Yeah.
Sebastian was very keen to.
Sebastian took the lead. Yeah.
Yep. So you go to the apothecary. Herbs at. Nope, not that one. That's the wrong place. This was. Wait.
The seeds of Crisia have returned.
No, he's not with me.
Triumphant.
Seb,
Oh, is he not with you?
I need
Oh,
some
okay.
time alone, or you'll get
Yeah,
punted.
Oh, yeah, we're in Brent, aren't we? Yeah. So yeah, you go into it, and you're greeted by Tinston again. And you go, oh, welcome.
Good to see
How
you.
can I help
need
you?
7 gold worth of distilled spirits, 10 gold worth of base healing potions.
Well, the healing potion costs a lot more than that.
Oh, geez, how much is the healing potion?
50 gold each.
That's fine. We'll do 17 worth of distilled spirits and 1 healing potion.
Okay, so that's what 60.
67. Everything in my bank.
Yep, he'll do that.
Oh, 17 worth of. Oh, jeez.
Do we have a bounty page for this?
I don't think in.
It's
No, I
not
don't think
in
you
the-
do. You didn't make. I don't think you made one.
We can't make one.
Can you not make them? Oh, did I make them? Oh,
It's
Yeah.
it's one. Yeah, we have one per bounty, right?
okay. Yes, I did not make one, but I can give you the. Did you want the what's it called? The bounty thing.
The
Is
funds.
The image. Yeah, I'll send you the bounty.
So the
Thing again.
spirits, Sonny, how much am I getting for 17 gold? Should I just put 17 gold's worth? Should I just put 17
Yeah.
units?
Yeah, just do that.
Or is it in? It's probably in the practice chat anyway. Isn't it?
Yeah, it will be somewhere. But I'll repost
Yeah,
it.
it's far up in the Tracas chat.
There you go. I've posted it again for you.
Cool.
Oh, just found it.
Should have
30
had some
gold.
herbs while we were in the forest, but forgetting something.
You already have one tired. You want another one?
We've already got a tile for me.
I'm a new customer.
Oh, okay. Here you go.
Thank you.
We're gonna have a competition.
Maybe
between
another
you.
Yeah.
for my friend.
So you'd have to come in and buy one.
Well, I bought a healing potion for him.
Well, you did it the same. One per customer.
I bought the healing potion for him. This is an intimidation.
per cus-
This is an intimidation attempt.
God.
We're gonna walk out and be
Okay,
like,
roll
It's
intimidation.
only a 10.
Okay, doesn't work.
Okay. Thank you for your business. She leaves me quickly.
Anytime.
So that's a T.
T, yeah.
Thank you.
So who's going? Someone going to somewhere else?
I'd like to add, just for flavour, that she very quickly stashes the T in the very bottom of her backpack. And if asked about it by Sebastian, she's like, "No, I'm not. That's stupid. I wouldn't involve
Wouldn't
myself with that dirty gambling that you're into."
No, that's fair. Is there anywhere else anyone wants to go in here, or are we go back to the guild?
Let's head back.
let's go to the guild.
Yeah,
Right then.
we'll go through the magical teleportation.
Yep, and obviously, as it was sort of stated before, you won't have to pay for it. You end up back, so you obviously end up in your teleportation room, and then obviously back to the front desk, which you'll then see Merrin at the front desk, working away as she does.
Hey, Marin, is Gold working in his office?
Well, of course, always.
Thanks.
That's where we like to keep him, you see.
You have money for the best. We're just gonna report in on the last bounty we had upon his
Oh, well.
crest.
If you want to hand that in, you can hand it in here. I'm the one that does it anyway.
Sure. We'll hand that in, and then we'll talk about.
So she said, well, congratulations. What a job well done. Can't have been easy. So you get the 30 gold. You also, which was on the bounty itself. And then
Yep.
you get the extra 200
Yeah.
that was promised to you. Oh, and Merrin kind of turns to Thordas and kind of go, Will you be? Are you willing to return the bolas to us? They're
Oh,
gonna want to
really?
repurpose them for use.
Thordas will take the remaining 5 and
Okay.
hand it to her.
Okay. So then, yeah, you can go talk to.
I can't remember, do we get magic items for leveling up, or is it for
No.
Yes, for
you
going
do
ranks.
for ranks.
ranks?
You get it for
Oh,
your
okay.
ranks.
Alright,
Yeah.
never mind.
But you've only just handed this in yet, so I haven't updated your points or
Fair
anything yet. So I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll do that between sessions.
Sure. We head back up then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we'll
head
go
back
to
up.
Goldbrick.
So go to Goldbrick. As you sort of enter go up the stairs, a woman comes out of Goldbrick's room. She's an elvish woman with a very tight dress on. She sort of doesn't really kind of make eye contact with you. She just kind of like goes down the stairs.
Too depressed.
If I were to try and read her, what would you describe her mood as?
Insight.
Can I throw one of these as well?
Yeah.
That's it, we just don't want to know.
I don't know.
I want to know.
You wanna know?
14.
Shame.
Shame. Okay.
Do you externalize this?
No.
For the best.
Yeah.
I got a 10.
You wouldn't know.
Just a lady.
Wouldn't be.
She's not paying that much attention, to be honest.
No. Alright. So yeah, you're gonna.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, you enter the room.
Hey, turn us back on.
Well, funny you say that. So you
Oh,
see
God damn
Goldbrick.
it.
I'm joking,
Um,
joking.
He is topless. He is wearing a sort of towel,
Oh god.
and he is obviously quite sweaty and red. But he greets you.
I exit
obviously.
the room.
Oh.
I'm not. I'm going to stand outside.
Fair enough.
Are
There's
you
no
a minute,
HR
Goldbrick?
department big enough to resolve this.
Yeah.
Do you need a minute or 10, Goldbrick, to recover yourself?
Smash.
I've got good endurance.
Oh.
Okay, I'll be back on my feet. So, you did a good job.
We did the thing.
Have you got the mask?
We do.
Can I have it?
You need to know something else as well. It's very important.
Sure.
After we found its home, it was a nest which had 3 of its young.
So
They was feeding. Problem is, after we killed the beast, a person identified themselves as Hrugguhl came and took those 3 children.
Hrugguhl was watching very carefully to see what the reaction is to this information.
Yeah, Agata does have her ear at the door.
so assuming you've closed the door.
She slammed
Right.
it, and then I think she's opened it like a crack, so she can still hear.
I'll leave it open so you can see into the room.
Oh, sorry, let me get the map up.
That's all right. There's nothing really interesting to see. This is more just so you know where you are.
It's
Um,
nice to see.
So he looks a bit like okay. He'll put his finger for his long comm and will call Merrin to the room, which eventually she will join you.
If she clashes me at the door, and just like,
Yeah.
could you get him to robe himself?
Yes.
I'll enter with Merrin, but with my hands over my eyes.
Yep. Yep. Oh, sorry. Goldbrick. Dress yourself. But dress yourself. Fine. And you'll go into he'll go into this side room. I apologize.
Is he good at his job or something? Why is this?
Connections apparently.
I can't believe this is what the tax-paying dollars go into.
Tax isn't a thing, so you're alright. But yeah,
If tax isn't a thing, who's fronting this?
the people who are, paying for these bounties.
Fair.
The bounties
They're
themselves. I
taking a
suppose.
cut from the bounties.
So our cut must be pretty tiny. I imagine, to be fair, Reardon probably bankrolls a lot of it, right? He must have riches beyond measure.
So after about 10 minutes, doesn't take him that long to get dressed. He comes out in his normal attire. He seems alright actually. He's not out of breath anymore. So it's alright. Yes. So the reason I called you up, Dimarin, would you explain to her what you just said? So I'm just gonna say you repeat it.
Yeah, we were really.
She goes, interesting. It lines up with something that we have heard rumors about. Are you familiar with the term Dark Swordsman? And on that, next time on Tracas of Crisia, what are the Dark Swordsmen? What is the guild going to do with the mask? And how are they going to react to the babies? Let's find out next time on Tracas of Crisia.